I'm gonna have to plan an expedition. Hopefully the scientist doesn't change his mind and want water all of a sudden. He wanted soup last time, right? And the G-Men wanted water? Hopefully that's how it works. Ted, Beard, absolutely on point. What's up, guys, and welcome back to 60 Seconds! And for today's episode, we're gonna be going after the new Mad Scientist ending. You guys remember last time, we came really close, right? Charakov's owner is some kind of mad scientist who's working on some project that'll save all of us. And we kept giving him supplies, and he kept telling us that he would come back, and then days away from rescue, we were eaten by cats. It happens to the best of us. So once again, I've shown you guys the scavenging a million times before. This is what I did to get what I have for this playthrough, and I think I did pretty well. I got just about every item except for the bug spray, and we have 9 cans of food and 5 bottles of water. I think we need food for the scientist, which is why I wanted to get a little bit more soup. But other than that, Ted, would you like a hat? Let's give you guys hats, and the kids can have Christmas hats. Why not? That'll definitely attract mad people. As always, we're gonna feed and hydrate everybody every 5 days, and the first expedition has gone to Mama Bear. She took the gas mask and went out to provide for the family. It has become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. We suspect there may be something wrong with the ventilation. Maybe it got stuck somehow, but how? We need to investigate, or we might suffocate. Oh, man. I guess we should use the flashlight because I always want to hold on to the Boy Scout book for potentially fixing the med kit. Please don't break the flashlight by looking into a vent. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, flashlight looks good. Are we Oh, Ted, how did you break your arm on a fan? What? The obvious thing to do when a vent is blocked is to check what's blocking it. However, when you shine your flashlight on a hive of mutated insects, things usually go from bad to worse. The angry hive is gone, but the insects did some biting before they fled. Great. That's just great. 6 days in, Ted is already dying. We've discussed everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. Okay, I will use the radio to stave off insanity, but I don't want to get the twin ending. I don't want to get the military ending. We want to get the scientist ending. So we need to find Sharakov. We need to find the scientist. Everybody else can be ignored. Where is Dolores? Oh, come on. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and planned a trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do, so if I use the flashlight, we realize that it's Pancake, and we get Pancake, but I don't want Pancake, because we don't want his ending. Does Pancake have an ending? Or does he just help you get supplies? I don't remember. No, we don't want Pancake, because then we can't have Sharakov, dogs and cats don't mix, and then we wouldn't get the mad scientist, so we're just gonna have to not shoot Pancake, we'll just ignore him. That's perfectly fine. He'll go along his way, right? Oh, Dolores has returned. Of course, she broke our stuff, but she brought a lot of water by the looks of it. Yeah, she brought 2 food, 2 water, lost the gas mask. How did Pancake fare afterwards? In other circumstances, we might have risked battling a beast in the darkness, but for some reason we felt that was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. Yeah, I can imagine Ted squealing like a little girl would probably make poor little Pancake run away. I feel awful. Day 10, so we're gonna feed everybody and we're gonna hydrate everybody. We got lots of food, lots of water. We could give Ted the med kit. I just don't know if it's worth it or not. Like, he's injured, but I don't think it can get worse than that. And I really wouldn't want to waste the med kit. If somebody gets sick, then you definitely need it. I think I should hold on to it. Ted, you're fine, right? A little bit of blood, a couple of scratches, a freaking fly, get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to it for now. That's probably the best bet. We can send Timmy out into the wasteland with, oh god, I don't know, the map? Yeah, let's send him out with the map. Screw it, why not? Timmy? Ooh, okay. Timmy, you've been gone for a week. What have you accomplished in that time? Oh, you broke the map! How do you break a map? We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. The majority of the local gas station was destroyed, gasoline reserves blew up too, and probably did more damage than the atomic bomb. The only thing left intact was the cashier's booth, along with some cars and the gas price board. War or not, prices are still growing every day. There was an abandoned truck in line for the gas pump. We immediately recognized the logo of a well-known company on its side. Yup, the Canned Soup Company. The truck was carrying 1 can of soup. Way to go, Timmy. A few water bottles were scattered around the cashier's booth. None of the explosions damaged them, though it is funny how that pipe's shadow got burned into the wall. 1 bottle of water. We just said bottles of water. We stumbled upon a half-eaten sandwich in the cashier's booth and some bug spray. You didn't bother bringing the sandwich? It would have been nice with the soup, Timmy. And the map is broken. Lovely. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just 1 can of soup, we can get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? I'm pretty sure he has Sharkov in the bag, so we're gonna go with yes and hope. Ooh. Here, kitties. Kitty! Yes, okay. Step 1 complete. And now Ted is looking worse. So now we need to give him the medkit. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharkov. Is that its name? I know, it's not that much of a name, but at the same time, it's very important that we respect the cat because he's either a mad scientist or the leader of a cat gang or both? Timmy didn't say a word about it, but when he was outside, he scratched his hand on a wire or some other rusty piece of metal. His wound is not looking pretty, and we need to do something about it. I used the medkit on Ted, and I think we need to let Timmy die, because I can't risk getting railed by raiders again. I only have the lock and the axe. The gun is already broken, so nuts to you, Timmy. Just try to spit on it or something like that. You got the Boy Scout handbook? How about this? If you use the Boy Scout handbook to fix the med kit, then I will heal you, okay? That's gonna be the deal. But if you're gonna die, then leave the Santa hat here. The best medicine for any sickness or injury is to clench your teeth and ignore it. That's what our grandma always said. Of course, she's dead now and has been for a while, ever since she got nuked. And I thought I could give it to him there for a second. I was like, what? No, no dice, and I'm not gonna feed you extra or anything like that. This is a joyful time in a sea of grief. It's Timmy's birthday today. Okay, happy birthday, Timmy. You know what, we can give you the Boy Scout book. Maybe you could use it to fix the med kit. Oh, Sharkov just murdered somebody? No, and you didn't fix the med kit? Well then, I guess you don't want to live. Sharkov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Now, I know that we'll find an old lady, we'll leave Sharkov, it'll come back. So we might lose a few days with Sharkov, which might delay the scientist ending, but I don't know if it's just gonna give me this same prompt again, or if this would end the story. I have no idea. I'm gonna say no for now, and hope that the scientist just shows up, maybe? I'm so confused. I'm gonna go yes, screw it. I think it's probably best to progress with Sharkov no matter what. And lo and behold, 2 days later, he's back. To our surprise, we found Sharkov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. I want to say that it's probably neither, but we need to feed and hydrate everybody. Timmy is not looking great, so we should probably send him out into the wasteland. Right? Maybe he can do some good? Yeah, I'm not gonna give you any items though, because I don't expect to get them back. Oh my god, what? Whoa, what? Timmy came back and he's healed? It's a miracle. What? Did you bring anything? He brought soup. 1 can of soup. I need to read this. What the hell just happened? Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Did he just bring raiders? Are you kidding me? Only a handful of buildings in our town survived the blast wave. One of them was a local bus station. It used to be the central hub for bums and vagabonds in the area, but now it just stands there empty. We decided it's worth checking out, hoping someone left a few soup cans. Nobody loves soup cans like vagabonds. Ransacking through backpacks turned out to be quite profitable. A lot of people had a weird fixation on carrying soup cans with them. Luckily for us, they always picked our favorite flavor, tomato. Yay. Okay, well, we did feed Timmy because he wasn't gone for that long. Phone call. Yes, Timmy, you're up. Go get the phone. You remember how to answer the phone, right, kiddo? It should be a mad scientist. We're gonna trust him. You're sick again. Why did I send you out again? And it wasn't even the scientist. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley, who I'm not interested in. Go away, twins. You're ruining everything. I'm running out of water really quickly. I'm gonna have to plan an expedition. Hopefully the scientist doesn't change his mind and want water all of a sudden. You wanted soup last time, right? And the G-Men wanted water? Hopefully that's how it works. Ted, Beard, absolutely on point. Finally, after 32 days, we've been in this shelter for a month waiting for this guy. A scientist, at least supposedly, arrived on our doorstep yelling, "Dr. Sharakov, are you in there?" He was looking for his lost cat, but kept referring to the pet as his favorite assistant. His research apparently can't go without the cooperation of Dr. Sharakov. Since the cat doesn't seem keen on moving out of our bunker anytime soon, the doc wants us to compensate him by helping him with his project. In these circumstances, it might not be the worst idea to befriend other wastelanders, even the batshit crazy ones. Good first step, okay. Are you kidding me? He changed it. He wants water now. I don't have water, I have soup. I planned this entire episode around soup. Oh, you stupid doctor, you have got... Oh, okay. Maybe Timmy will pull through. Maybe Timmy will just come home with like a jug of water. Who knows? Maybe I will get good return on my investment. Maybe the whole episode isn't ruined. This is just the worst. As you can see, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Timmy never came back, never did get my water. The doctor keeps coming back though, and insisting that I give over the supplies, but I can't. And we're quickly running out. The cat is growling. Yeah, just take some water. I don't care. I've so much soup. These are dire circumstances we find ourselves in. Supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get in there in time, but we really could use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? Yeah. I'm kind of fine with murdering my neighbors for water. We murder our neighbors for water? Ooh. Oh yeah, well, we didn't get water, but we did get a bloody handprint. God, oh my God, we kill people for a can of soup. We have boxes of soup. This is brutal. We're going on day 60. I need to send Ted out again. He needs to come back with something. We now have 4 cats, 1 sock puppet, and 1 less Ted, which is concerning because Mary Jane has not come back yet, and it's been about a week. We now have 1 mouth. Oh no, I can't plan an expedition with just Ted. We're screwed, right? I'm pretty sure we're screwed. Oh, there's so many cats, they're eating all my food. It's happening again. I said in the intro we won't get eaten by cats, but we will. Can't believe this. We survived for like 80 days. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna jump cut through all of it. We're gonna get to the point where I need to give him water, and I'll actually have water. So it's taken a few attempts. I am now on day 39. The doctor has returned looking for water, and we actually have it to provide to him this time. Mainly because Mary Jane and Dolores haven't been drinking all that much because I let them go crazy or die. Listen, you know, sacrifices have to be made. The scientist and the boys were in it together. Sharikov, you're probably a guy, right? That's a pretty guy name, I'm gonna assume. So we're just gonna give the doctor your water and pray that he's not just gonna rip us off. And pray that he doesn't want more water. I never thought of that. If he comes back for 4 more, then I'm probably just gonna scrap this entire episode. We shared what we could. Thankfully, it was enough. The doc nodded with approval and promised he'd come back before disappearing with our supplies. We're still wondering if we made the right decision. Yeah, me too. Oh, Dolores came back. Oh, Dolores! I didn't sacrifice you after all. I just sent you out in the wasteland and assumed that you would never come back, but she came back with water, which we desperately need. Because we gave it all to a mad scientist. I'm gonna feed you and hydrate you, I think, because I don't remember the last time I gave you anything, and then we'll probably send you back out again. We were about to sleep when we heard someone knocking on the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be in this part of the wasteland? How in the hell did they survive the nuke? Should we open up? I think sometimes it's just nice people donating things to you. Oh, do I want to risk it? I've spent so long trying to get to this point. And technically 2 bottles of water will last us like a week and a half. I'm gonna risk it. You know what? I'm feeling like living dangerously. We didn't die. We didn't get hurt. Did they give us anything? Well, we opened the hatch, but there was nobody there. Damn pranksters making jokes even after the apocalypse. You kidding me? Day 49, and we have made it to the next quest for the scientist. The mad scientist has asked for one of us to join him in his lab for an experiment that's apparently vital to his project. We don't really know what to expect, but he says it has for research on wasteland diseases. Is this something we want to take part in? Who's the best one fit to survive a mysterious and potentially dangerous experiment? Well, I think right now Dolores is in the worst shape, so we should probably send her. Right, cut our losses. Good luck. Please come back. Ooh. Okay. 2 days later, she came back. She looks a little bit zombified, so that's not good. She's hungry, sick, hurt, crazy, tired, and fatigued. Concerning. How did it go? Dolores showed up in the shelter after completing the mysterious experiment. It seems her stay in the doc's lab took a toll on her. Yeah, you don't say. It might also be the 2 months in the single room that's taken a toll on her. So we can't really help with disease or crazy or all of the other things, but we can feed her and hydrate her. So hopefully that's some kind of help. We are gonna plan an expedition. I'm sure she would do great in the wasteland, right? One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Yeah, screw it, take the gun. Whatever, why not? We shot the gun and gun didn't blow up. That's a positive. Did we get anything out of it? We figured the best way to be sure nothing and no one jumps us inside the mysterious room was to bash the door open and start firing. That's not the plan that I gave you guys. When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our operation. The room was empty. We hit nothing but the walls, and we barely dodged one ricochet gone bad. Okay, so that was a gigantic waste, and we can only send Timmy out into the wasteland, which we will. Timmy, provide for the family. Technically, we have food and water, so we're doing pretty well. We just need to survive right now. Dolores is not looking great on the survival meter. Bad news, Timmy's not coming back, so it's just Mom and Dad now. We woke up to the sound of banging on our door. Someone has been at it like there's no tomorrow. In a manner of speaking, that might be true. Shall we open the door? We have to. We have to open it. Please be the scientist. Please be the scientist. The end! Yes! Finally, after like 3 hours, we did it! We have a scientist. You don't look that mad. But where's the family? Was this a bad ending? The crazy bastard is sending us towards the stars. Who knows if we'll reach our destination? To be fair, we're not sure what our destination is. The doc didn't tell us that. He kindly offered to take care of our shelter until we're back. Where we're going, we don't need journals, so we decided to leave our notebook here. Whoever reads this last entry, wish us luck. We hope to be back one day with tales of great wonder and lots of soup. We held out for 58 days. Why do I get the feeling that he just packed us into a rocket and blew us up to take our shelter and supplies and give his cat a new home? Is this a good ending? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I got it. I don't really care if it's a good ending or not. Your fate remains unknown. Okay, so like a ending. I want to say if that's the rocket we took off in, didn't go well. But I think that's gonna be it for this episode of 60 Seconds, guys. And I think with that, we've seen all of the new endings. Like, I'm pretty sure there's one where you can actually go through the cloning process of the cats and get a slightly different ending, but it's the same thing. It's interesting that the developers of this game are actually working on a new game called 60 Parsecs. It's very much like 60 Seconds, but in space, and the fact that the family can be sent into space with this story makes me think that we might see them in the next game, which would be really cool, except for we're not gonna see Mary Jane or Timmy because, you know, they're dead. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.